Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome.
This is the least enthusiastic intro.
Sorry, my mic just got a little...
What are you doing?
It's like loose. My mic. Whatever. Hello, welcome back. The High Button Podcast. Episode number 48 or 49?
One of those two. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out later. I wouldn't worry about
it. The date...
I'm not too worried about it.
So it goes down in history, May 24th. It's a Wednesday, year 2017.
May 24th. What is it about this day?
It seems like it's like Easter or something. Like it has a ring to it, May 24th.
Is it Easter?
May the 4th.
My name is Justin Belanger. The gentleman sitting next to me goes by Thomas Guns Jr.
That's me.
We're here, we're happy, we're healthy, and we're here to talk.
Did you throw up last night?
I did throw up last night. Right off the bat, if you want to get that out of the way. I was on all fours in the bathroom.
But you had your hands up.
Yeah.
It wasn't like laying down.
No, I had my hands up over the toilet bowl. But you have those nights, you just... to be quite honest, what it was, I haven't seen my uncle in a long time, and I saw him the other day, and he gave me, he's from Cape Breton, and he gave me a bottle of homemade Cape Breton wine. And I made the mistake of underestimating how Cape Bretoners make their wine. It was strong.
I remember I wasn't
creeped
drinking,
up on me.
I wasn't drinking at first, and I was just sitting on the couch. I wasn't feeling so hot, and you had one glass, and I noticed you were starting to. It must have been strong stuff.
It was, and it was red wine. I don't know if red wine or white wine, if there's a difference.
I don't think so.
But
it's still alcohol.
It was one of those nights where it crept up on me. It's like I left the house, I was fine. But then, we got to the venue and it was...
You were in a great mood.
I was. Why not? We were going to see some comedy. We saw some great comedics last night. We were sitting front row. I wasn't too happy about that, but as the show went on...
I got picked on right away.
You did get picked on right away.
But I got some free High Button advertising out because he wanted to talk to me and I just threw out the High Button Podcast. So, he wants to try and call me out. I figure that's fair game to get whatever I want in there.
Well, it's always hard to...
He wants to play the game, we can play.
It's always hard to talk shit to a guy that has a microphone. It's like you can only say or do so much.
And then I yelled High Button. He said, what was that High Button?
Yeah.
So now then the whole crowd knew what the High Button was. It's free.
Yeah, that's pretty good. How many people were there? 50 people?
Yeah. It wasn't a big venue.
We got there fashionably late. We got there,
walked to the front row, and
it started. I thought that was kind of cool, even though I didn't want to sit in the front row, but it was still a cool thing. And it was honestly as we showed up, it just started right away. Ordered our beer. Beer came quick. It was great service.
Yeah,
it was in a brewery.
Yeah, it was a nice, cool place.
It was Granville Island Brewery.
That's a word you've always had trouble with.
Brewery. It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm tone deaf.
You know what I will say is. I remember a time when every single time you drank, you would throw up.
Yeah, back in my...
You just didn't have the stomach for it.
And looking back on it now, it was a blessing. In
what way is that a blessing?
Because the next morning, I don't feel as bad. I didn't really get hungover. But then again, I guess you don't get hungover anyways when you're younger and you're drinking. Yeah. But I came to peace with it, I guess.
I've come to accept that I get the type of hangovers where eventually someday I'm gonna have to stop drinking. If I'm 26 and I get them the way I get them now, I can't imagine what they're gonna be like in 10 years.
Yeah, they're terrible.
That's why my dad stopped drinking, because he just
wasn't worth it.
Couldn't do it.
I don't see myself stopping, but I definitely see myself control. Not drinking as many. I have to get even now. I'm not that good at just having one or two beer. It's it's either 3, 6. I'm not good at just having that one beer.
Oh yeah.
So I think that's one thing I had to get better at.
I always end up more drunk than I planned on getting.
Yeah. I don't know why that is. Do you think it's from where we're from? The maritime in us?
You know what? I wouldn't have thought that, but I noticed that a couple times when I've mentioned to people just from around here that I was like, I was out drinking the other night. They're always like, classic maritimer.
Yeah, it could be a stereotypical thing. Well, it definitely is a stereotypical.
I didn't realize that some people here, going out and drinking every weekend isn't necessarily what they do.
Yeah, well, they do. It's a lot of I feel like a lot of people here like to explore.
On their weekend, they go hiking.
Yeah, that's the thing. They go hiking. Yeah. Smoke.
There's
weed.
nothing to do in Halifax. You just go home.
Well, the weed community out here is massive. People love smoking weed. I think it's a bigger community than drinking out here for sure.
I had a customer ask me where she could find weed the other day.
Yeah.
I was like, "You're in a bank." You know, I'm like,
Did you just say that word in a bank? But yeah, it's different mindset. Different mindset.
I was like, "It just so happens I have some on me right now."
Would you like some? How was work today?
I was busy.
Busy?
Yeah.
Do you like it when it's busy, or do you like it when it's slow? Depends where you are.
I like steady. I like a happy medium. Being overworked sucks, and when time crawls by, it sucks too.
I'd say the bank is probably one of the worst like customers to deal with, because when you're playing with people's money, there's going to be a lot of emotion involved. So you must have a lot of pissed off individuals coming into your work every day.
Yeah, that's one thing that I've learned to do is make them comfortable right away.
Really? What's your mechanism? What do you do to make people feel comfortable right away?
Well, first off, I show that I'm comfortable.
How do you do that?
Even if I'm not comfortable.
You like yawn or you stretch or you
like I don't sit in my chair. I'll like lean up against it, or I'll like be leaning back or spinning it or something.
Body language.
And it's always I have a very laid back welcome. It's never, "Hi, how are you today?"
Yeah, it's hey, what do you say?
"Hello."
You don't say that.
Yeah.
Do you?
"Hello."
That's good. It depends what kind of person.
They either hate it or love it. And I figure, hey, I mean, you got to find a balance.
There's definitely some people that hate it because they want someone that's playing with their money to be serious. They don't want someone going, "Hello," handling all their money.
Yeah, but then if I see a young kid who's like, "Hi," and I can't pull off the fake, like I would never talk to someone like that.
Yeah, you can't do it. You're not
"Have an excellent day." I can't say those words.
All right, see you later. I always had that problem at the hotel as the concierge. You had to like treat people with a perky, and you can do it, but you can only do it for so long. You can't just put a fake voice on for so many hours, and it's just not real.
I recycle a lot of the same jokes.
Yeah,
They're like, "Yeah, I'd like to take out some money." It's like, well, you came to the right place. I use that about 10 times a day.
when you came to the right place. That's
Fuck, I'm a loser.
There's no originality there. I hate that. You got to spice it up. If a
I
guy,
don't do it for them. I do it for me.
All right, and you're happy with it?
No,
You shouldn't be. You should always be working on new material. Always.
I should be working on new material.
But there's no other place like maybe restaurants. When you mess with people's food, people can get pissed off.
Yeah, but
Restaurants,
the thing is, with
banks.
the bank is one of those places where you walk in, you're angry before you go in because no one's going.
Yeah.
There aren't very many positive things you have to go in for.
No one wants to go to the bank.
Yeah.
The bank and the hospital are very similar places.
Yeah.
No one wants to be there, but they have to be there. They have to go. If you want to live, you got to go to the bank. If you want to survive, if you want to live, go to the hospital. If you want to survive, if you want to live, go to the bank.
Slow
if you
it
want
down.
to survive,
Slow it down.
go to the hospital. You need those. Yeah, the bank and the hospital. You figured that out.
Yeah.
I could never
And
work
the
in a
DMV.
hospital. Do you ever notice that the hospital, it has a smell? Every hospital in the
brutal.
world has the same smell.
What I think it's
Rubber and
Purell.
It's the same. Oh, the smell's terrible. As soon as you walk in there, you just smell infection. Every floor you go to, it's just
It smells
disgusting.
so clean. It's like, why do they have to clean it so bad?
And just
so much. What are they hiding?
I don't blame people that don't want to go to a hospital. But the people
I used to try to like hold my breath so I didn't breathe in death.
Oh, it's terrible, man. But people, you're saving lives, so I guess it's...
Yeah.
If you're saving lives and you like it, good for you. That's awesome.
That's a terrible last message of the conversation. If you're saving lives, yeah, clean the place as much as you'd like.
No.
Have at it. Fill your boots.
Speaking of...
I want to see my face in that.
In what?
What's it fucking... No, what's the knife?
What?
Scalpel. I want to see my face in the scalpels.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
I butchered that one.
That was bad.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the story I had the other day at Subway. It was me and another gentleman.
Oh.
And this other gentleman, he was rather large, and he was in front of me. And
How large?
He's large. He's like two humans in one. Like, he's a big guy. He's
a big man.
He's a big man. And he orders a sub. He's at the front of the line. And I think he got a foot-long chicken teriyaki. I could be wrong. It could have been chicken bacon ranch. And are
they both on the expensive menu?
I think they are. I know turkey bacon or chicken bacon is.
Yeah.
Anyways, as he makes his first order, I noticed that he looks down at his phone.
Are you in a spot where you can see his phone?
I'm in a spot where I can see his phone.
Okay.
And I noticed that his phone doesn't light up. He just looks at it, pretends to have a little hunch, and then looks back up at the Subway lady and proceeds to order another sub, saying that it was from his friend. So what I'm thinking is, okay, this guy just wants another sub, and just blames it on his friend, who he wasn't really texting. He just looked at his phone and said, oh, maybe that's his out.
Was the second sub the same as the first one?
No, it was different, actually. I forget what it was, but it wasn't the same.
Was it equally as unhealthy?
It was only, I can't remember. I don't remember. I wasn't even thinking of the sub he got. I was just blown away by the skills that this guy had and the balls.
Whoa, how are you going to say he has balls? He has the exact opposite.
Yeah, well,
own it.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe he doesn't have balls. But anyways, it was amazing how he pulled it off. He didn't fool me, but he definitely fooled the Subway lady. The Subway lady was like, oh, okay, no problem. Didn't think twice.
Yeah.
Anyways, it was kind of cool. If you're a bigger guy out there, just own it. If you're listening, just own it. Just say, yeah, you know what? I'm fucking hungry. I'm gonna get 2.
Yeah, I mean, if he's
I'm gonna get one for later.
If he's the size of 2 people, then
yeah,
you need 2 subs.
You see me? I need 2 subs. Anyways, it was cool.
That's an expensive order. It's expensive dinner.
Yeah, I always go. I stick to the cheaper menu at Subway. The ham, lettuce.
I've noticed.
But I drag it through the garden. I get everything.
Drag it through the garden.
I create an extra salad on the side.
You do that.
Yeah, it's just get everything, load it on there, get your sauces, your peppers, and then you're good to go for a couple hours. It's weird with me when I eat, man. It goes right through me. Right through me. I can eat a huge sub, be hungry in 45 minutes.
Oh, yeah, you eat.
So my metabolism, that means it's high? I have a high metabolism? Yes, I have a high metabolism.
Your metabolism is so high.
It's through the roof.
It's almost dangerous.
It's not dangerous. Is it dangerous to have a high metabolism?
No, it just means if you ever do make a change in your diet and you don't keep it up, then you're going to gain weight like that.
Really?
So you better keep eating a lot, essentially.
Oh, man. I spend so much money on food. All I do is eat. I eat 24/7. I'm hungry right now. I'm thinking about canceling the podcast and just starting a cooking show. Which we should think about doing.
Neither of us can cook.
Yes, we will not cook like luxurious foods, but you can cook mac and cheese, put your own little twist on it. I can cook clubhouse sandwich.
I ruined minute rice 2 days in a row.
Man,
I didn't learn my mistake in day 1.
Is minute rice? That's the microwave stuff, right?
Yeah.
You microwave it.
I forgot to.
How do you mess that up?
I forgot to open it before I put it in the microwave, and it exploded both times.
No,
at work too.
At work, did anyone complain?
No, but my boss, we had the same lunch hour. She noticed it. She watched both times.
It's amazing that the art. Can you stop that, man? It's annoying.
Man, you can't keep this shit around me. What is that? Can it go?
No, that's because that's the thing that tightens the.
I'll try.
That's when I worked at Scotiabank. I remember that was always a huge thing in the lunchroom was keeping the microwave clean.
The worst is fish in the microwave.
Oh, fish.
We've had some debates at my old office about that. Some crazy debates. They got to the point where the director was like, "You guys are gonna lose your microwave privileges." Like we were high school students. But it's insane that like you'd open the microwave and there'd be the walls would be painted red
with disgusting spaghetti sauce.
Spaghetti sauce.
Yeah, it's terrible. You had some funny stories about the lunchroom and the tables, the gluten-free table.
Oh yeah, it's. No, how did it start?
Tell that.
No, we had some people in the office with peanut allergies.
Yeah.
So yeah, the peanut-free table, I kind of get it.
Yeah.
Because they're like deathly allergic. So it's like, don't eat peanuts. And someone had a fish allergy, so no fish or peanuts.
So they just got a piece of paper and taped it on the desk.
Yeah, and there was one table and there was no fish or peanuts. There were like 20 tables in that office, so it's fine. Yeah, just eat it over there.
You should have labeled your own table.
I did.
Cool table.
I did.
What did you put?
Let me tell. Okay. Let me keep going. And I was fine with that. And then one day I went in and there was a gluten-free table. And I was like, wait a minute. A gluten allergy, I don't think, is if you touch or come across gluten, nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Just don't eat the gluten. You'll be fine. You don't need your own table.
If you breathe around someone that's a non-gluten, you can catch a disease. That's ridiculous.
So that's when I took things up a notch, and I created a vegan table.
That's amazing. You should have went like more into it, like red t-shirts only table, and just Just gone all like labeled every single table.
Yeah, and I was in there one day, and one lady was eating like a hamburger at the table, and she looks down and goes, "Oh my god, this is the vegan table. I can't eat this here." I had to leave the room before she knew I was the culprit. Everyone knew it was me, but I never owned up to it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
The meetings to the pre-meetings.
Oh,
those were big.
Pre-meeting to meet.
The pre-meeting to the meeting to talk about things.
I spent 45 minutes in a meeting, not even in the meeting room, just like around a desk, when we were swamped, and we were trying to decide what type of pizza to order for our next. And
45 minutes.
And eventually I saw one girl just snap. I watched it happen. I looked over and she's sitting there and she goes, "Just order whatever. We got work to do." And everyone's like, "Yeah." And we just walked away.
45 minutes.
45 minutes. I was watching the clock. It was the whole time.
I was watching the clock.
And the whole time it was just pizza.
It's incredible.
It was like, well, some people don't like anchovies. It's like, oh, get 2 pizzas.
Oddly enough, I would have liked to have been in that conversation. I would have liked to listen to it.
And I wasn't even getting pizza because they made you pay for it. And last time they made us pay for it, I got one slice. I paid $5 for one slice of a pizza. I was like, no.
They're always trying to get money from people at these offices. It's like Flip-Flop Friday, pay $1. It's like, no, if I want to wear flip-flops, I'm going to wear flip-flops.
I learned that I had money coming out of my account for the lottery fund for like a year after I stopped working there.
Oh my god!
I was like,
the lottery fund.
Yeah, well, we have like an office lottery, and we all give like $2 a pay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and then there was so I had $2 and $3 for like the party committee. I don't know, whatever the fuck it was. And five. I know it's not much, but $5 a pay for a year is.
That's not bad. That's what adds up.
And I didn't notice it.
Yeah, I'm terrible at that, man. Checking my statements, terrible. I got to start doing it. I looked at it the other day. Like I'm trying to start budgeting now. It's just all food. It's all I eat. It's all I do.
Yeah.
I really should look into. Actually, no. I hate people that study food for a living.
I mean, study food.
Or like judge it, or like cooking shows. I hate all that shit.
Yeah.
But yet, I love food. I got to find a happy medium and work towards that.
Well, you're more of a quantity of food. Bang for your buck.
Yes, well put. I am a bang for my buck guy. Doesn't matter how good. It does matter, of course, how good the food is.
You tried to tell me to go to the Mongolian Grill the other day. That's one of the worst places.
I never said that.
Yes, you did, Justin. You said it's a buffet. It's got to be good. It's just...
Oh, that one. Yeah. It wasn't Mongolian. It was Indian. It was
Indian. It was Mongolian. It was the place.
Where was this?
It's on Broadway.
Really?
Yeah.
I do remember this now, yeah. Yeah, it looked great. I wanted to go in. A shitload of food. You could eat so much.
I don't know. I've heard, like, aren't there, I forget what it is. They have some sort of food. It's supposed to be like shrimp, but it's just hot dogs cut differently. Like,
yeah, well, I'd stay clear of that. I have somewhat of a brain on me, and I know the foods that I can eat and cannot eat. I really just like to go into these places to eat for as long as I can. Trust me, I don't remember the last time I was in a buffet. Like I love buffets, but
some places have mastered the buffet. They offer you the buffet.
Vegas has amazing buffets. You are gonna have to try out a buffet.
I'm not going to a buffet, Justin.
Go to a buffet.
Every page I read says, "Don't be one of the first eating rule. Don't be an idiot and just go to buffets." Yeah, it's a lot of food, but you're gonna overpay. You know what happens is no one can eat except for you. Can eat enough to make it worth spending the extra money on the buffet anyways. You tell me I'm not cleaning out 3 plates because
well, I appreciate the beginning of that sentence saying only you, because you're right, I could.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I'm a different breed. Like I like to go to the Mongolian Grill because I can get a shitload of food. That just makes me happy.
You would like to go get something that's way better. It's still a full serving. Like it's.
Yeah, I would. I guess. Some days, but some days I'd like to go to a buffet. Just the way I like it. Like the big thing for me going down south, Dominican, Cuba, was the buffets, man. All you can eat. It's amazing. 3 a.m, you can get a big plate of nachos and order them again.
Well, that's one thing. Like
it's comfort.
If it's junk food. No, drunk.
Oh, drunk food. Yeah.
Then I'm a quantity guy. I'll get a bunch of whatever.
Yeah. When you're hungover, do you eat a lot?
I don't stop eating when I'm hungover.
Eat all, yeah. Some people don't like it. Some people can't eat.
Some people can't eat. I eat awful too. Like,
do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. It goes hand in hand, being hungover and eating well. I'm trying. Yeah, it's amazing. It's fantastic.
It's incredible. I got coffee today. I got the coffee. I went and got the cab. I'm walking outside. It's already cold by the time I drink it. And this is, you said you had a similar situation. Oh, and there was a hole in my shorts. A similar situation at the same place.
Yes. But no, I'm not the type of person that would turn around.
No, me neither.
People that turn around and say, hey, this coffee's cold, can I get a warm one? I'm just not that kind of guy. I suck it up, say, you know what, they messed up, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. And if it happens again and I go back, then it's game over.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. The first time we went, mine was warm and yours was cold because we had different coffees, different pots or whatever. But we went back. You said, I'll give them one more shot. We went back and we both had hot coffee.
Yes.
So I said, you know what? They made up for their mistake.
Yeah.
And then today they
messed it up.
Fucked it up again.
Well, maybe the next time.
No, it was like $2.60. It was a cheap coffee.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I don't know. So what are you going to do? Are you ever going to go back there again, or?